Marriage is not just a union of two individuals, it is a profound reflection of divine will and the spiritual ideals of humanity. Across centuries and civilizations, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity have shaped the institution of marriage with teachings that intertwine love, devotion, and faith. Each of these religions presents a unique perspective, grounded in its sacred texts and historical contexts, yet unified by a shared goal: to align human relationships with divine purpose. Why does Judaism emphasize monogamy with one man devoted to one woman? What wisdom underlies Islam's permission for polygamy under specific conditions? And what leads Christianity to hold celibacy as a sacred vow for its clergy? These questions take us into a journey of divine principles, historical adaptation, and spiritual insight. In Judaism, marriage is more than a social arrangement. It is a sacred covenant, a bond in which God Himself is an integral partner. This idea is deeply rooted in the Torah, where marriage is described as a union meant to fulfill both spiritual and practical purposes. In the early history of Judaism, figures like Abraham and Jacob practiced polygamy, a reflection of societal norms in their time. However, as Jewish theology and moral understanding evolved, the emphasis shifted toward monogamy. By the 11th century, Rabbi Gershom ben Judah issued a decree prohibiting polygamy among Ashkenazi Jews, establishing one man and one woman as the ideal model of marriage. This transition was not merely a societal adjustment, but a spiritual one. Monogamy symbolizes the exclusive relationship between God and the people of Israel, a bond of unwavering loyalty, commitment, and love. In the book of Genesis, the creation of Eve from Adam's rib underscores this unity. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh. This verse reflects the deep interconnectedness and equality that Judaism envisions in marriage. A Jewish home is not just a physical space but a spiritual sanctuary, often referred to as a mikdash me'at, or a miniature temple. The harmony within this home, known as shalom bayit, is a cornerstone of Jewish life. It represents more than the absence of conflict. It is a divine presence achieved through mutual respect, love, and shared spiritual goals. Islam's teachings on marriage are deeply rooted in the principles of justice, mercy, and societal responsibility. The Quran, Islam's holy book, permits a man to marry up to 4 wives, but this allowance is accompanied by a critical condition: absolute fairness and equality among all spouses. In 7th century Arabia, the social context was marked by wars and instability, leaving many women widowed and without support. Polygamy provided a solution, ensuring the protection and dignity of women who might otherwise have been marginalized. The Quran explicitly states, "Marry those that please you, 2, 3, or 4. But if you fear that you will not be able to deal justly, then marry only one." This directive underscores the importance of fairness as a divine mandate, making polygamy a responsibility rather than a privilege. The essence of marriage in Islam is captured in the Quranic verse. "And among his signs is this, that he created for you mates from among yourselves, that you may dwell in tranquility with them, and he has put love and mercy between your hearts." This verse highlights the spiritual and emotional dimensions of marriage as a source of peace, love, and mutual support. While polygamy remains permissible, it is not the norm for most Muslims today. Instead, the emphasis is on building strong, monogamous relationships that fulfill the spiritual ideals of partnership. Marriage is seen as completing half of one's faith, a sacred bond that fosters personal growth, responsibility, and devotion to God. In Christianity, marriage is considered a sacred sacrament, but for priests, monks, and nuns, celibacy is viewed as a higher calling. This practice is rooted in the teachings of Jesus Christ, who lived a celibate life, fully devoted to his divine mission. The Apostle Paul articulated this ideal in the New Testament, writing, "An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affairs, how he can please the Lord. But a married man is concerned about the affairs of this world, how he can please his wife." For Christian clergy, celibacy is a way to dedicate their lives entirely to God, unburdened by the responsibilities of family life. This commitment to celibacy is not seen as a rejection of marriage, but as a symbolic act of devotion. By renouncing earthly attachments, priests and nuns emulate Christ's singular focus on God's work, channeling their love and energy into serving their communities. Celibacy also reflects the Christian belief in spiritual purity and the idea that the ultimate union is with God. It is a sacrifice, yes, but one embraced with joy and purpose. This path is not without challenges, but for those who choose it, celibacy is a testament to their unwavering faith and commitment to a higher calling. Though Judaism, Islam, and Christianity differ in their specific teachings on marriage, they share a profound understanding of its spiritual significance. Judaism emphasizes monogamy as a reflection of God's exclusive relationship with his people, highlighting loyalty, unity, and divine partnership. Islam allows polygamy as a compassionate response to societal needs, but demands unwavering justice, fairness, and responsibility. Christianity elevates celibacy as a path of ultimate devotion, symbolizing total surrender to God's will. Each perspective offers a unique lens through which to view marriage, yet all converge on the idea that human relationships are sacred and deeply connected to the divine. As we delve into these teachings, we are reminded that marriage, whether monogamous, polygamous, or entirely forsaken for celibacy, is not merely a human institution. It is a divine arrangement, a way for individuals to grow closer to God, to each other, and to the ultimate truths of existence. In a world that often focuses on differences, these shared values serve as a reminder of our collective spiritual heritage. They invite us to look beyond the surface and embrace the deeper meanings that unite us. Whether through the harmonious partnership of one man and one woman, the compassionate balance of polygamy, or the devoted sacrifice of celibacy, the lessons of these faiths inspire us to live with purpose, love, and unwavering faith. As you reflect on these teachings, remember, the path may differ, but the destination is the same: a life aligned with divine will, filled with meaning and spiritual fulfillment.